Screwing over the 7.5 million student loan borrowers on the SAVE plan has nothing to do with personal responsibility. Just like seemingly everything else right now, this is about corporate greed and political corruption. And these borrowers and the U.S. economy will suffer for it. Let me explain. The SAVE plan was killed in the big beautiful bill and then tossed around in courts for a while to its ultimate end. And so the 7.5 million borrowers, including myself, have to pick a new plan by July. The first indicator should have been that the personal responsibility argument makes no sense because, one, the loan terms agreed upon initially are not being held up, and two, most borrowers have paid a significant amount only to see their balance increase because of crazy interest rates. Now, this might come as a total shock, but student loan servicers engage in heavy lobbying and dish out political contributions. They all do their own lobbying, but most of the work is done through a trade association, the Student Loan Servicing Alliance, SLSA. The SLSA was the architect of the pivot to RAP. RAP was the new replacement plan created in the Big Beautiful Bill. This was the strategy that convinced Congress and the courts to get rid of SAVE and replace it with a high payment long-term system. For instance, they pushed for the new $0 payment rule, ensuring that borrowers have to pay a minimum of $10. In the last year alone, they've spent $1.2 million on federal lobbying, and they've spent quite a bit on legal fees. If that doesn't seem like as much as you thought, that's because they operate a little bit differently. They do a lot of their work with state attorney generals to bring lawsuits, and they influence in various other ways at the state level. They also have governments in their membership. For instance, with Mohella, they operate as an arm of the state of Missouri. So they can't lobby, but they can get state officials to do their bidding for them and foot their legal bills. And they happen to be a prominent member of the SLSA. Like with many industries, it's hard to know where all the tentacles go, but you can't argue with the result. Because of the death of the SAVE plan, servicers get longer customer lifespans and forgiveness timelines. RAPs can run for up to 30 years. The government is also no longer paying interest subsidies, and so balances will go higher, resulting in more fees. Of course, they get higher monthly payments. I mean, you're talking a median increase from $36 a month to over $400 a month. They get money managing the massive transition into people having to switch plans, and they have more power in default so they can do more aggressive collections. If you're one of those out there that's upset with and putting this on us borrowers for some ridiculous reason, why aren't you upset that the servicers are allowed to continue to negotiate more favorable conditions? Why can't we do that?